Heidelberg Showtime.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second half of Showtime. Now, I'm sure all of you are familiar with this material right here, the stubborn in-mold film. It's thinner than a hair and difficult for many to master, understandably. Heidelberg has developed a process to carry out in-mold printing not only safely, but also at full speed. You can now see how exactly this works and what role aerodynamics plays here.
Speedmaster XL 1068 plus L YYY.
What we have here is our Speedmaster XL 106 8-color with coder and 3 Y units. This press is specially configured for IML label printing as well as for wet glue label printing. My name is Jochen Pecht. I work for the sheet fed label department as a product manager at Heidelberger Druckmaschinen. We have more productive components inside this press. We have a higher end speed. We can achieve a maximum of 14,000 sheets per hour. And at the end of the day, we count a higher number of sheets on the printer's palette. Aerodynamic, it's a key component.
My name is Peter Hachmann. I'm working for Heidelberger Druckmaschinen for 20 years, and I'm working mainly on the topic of aerodynamics. The main challenge with the in-mold label production is that the printing substrate is very light and very flexible. The transportation of very light sheets is a really challenging problem. Optimization of the sheet guidance always has to do with a lot of different sheet guidance devices. When we optimize one device, we always have to also look at all the other devices which are there.
We also do simulation on the computer. We can say something about the flow of the air, but we have difficulties to say what the sheet does. And that's what we want to see.
What we aim at is having higher speed at the same stability. We adjusted all the sheet guide devices to one another. We get the sheet through the machine at very high speed and we control it at every step through the machine.
We also have a so-called sheet travel monitoring. So the operator can see how smooth the sheet will travel from one cylinder to the next. All the air settings inside the press are preset. Just in case we have some issues there with critical materials, the operator has the chance to set the air settings and ensure a safe sheet travel. With our new TriStar Advanced Y-unit control, we are able to set the temperatures and also the volume in 1% steps. Settings in those fine steps are necessary for thin and lightweight materials. The drying is much more efficient and also more dedicated. We have a very special dryer configuration with 3 Y units, and these 3 Y units ensure you a very high level of drying performance, and this will ensure you a very high productivity in terms of speed and also in terms of production times.
Speedmaster XL 106D.
We have a single unit die cutting machine now, which needs reduced space in your production area. This machine needs less power consumption, and we offer you this machine to a very attractive price. We ensure high output and we ensure high-speed label production.
Heidelberg Showtime. Turn ideas into profit.
And this is exactly how in-mold can be produced at top speed. To find out more, I now look forward to our next guest, one of Heidelberg's product managers, Philip Dolai. Nice to see you.
Hi, nice to see you.
Philip, so we did hear about the challenges of in-mold print. I guess the basic question is what makes in-mold print so attractive for printing companies?
Yeah, IML is a very stable market. So also the growth is stable over the last years. Mm-hmm. We see also no bad effects from COVID-19 the last 1.5 years. So it's very stable. And you see the products everywhere in the supermarket. So in the fridge, for example, for fresh cheese or for ice container. or also for the paint industry and motor oil, for example. And we are not only delivering the machines, we also deliver the know-how.
And we did just hear all about the so-called performance package in our last segment. So if I have that package, what does it contain, and does that make my machine in mold ready, so to speak?
Yes, with the IML Performance Package for sure. But basically the machine is equipped with the cut star, and then we have a thin substrate package in the machine and the foil package as a basic. And then on top you can add the IML Performance Package. So we have the push-to-stop philosophy in all our machines. And on top, the IML Performance Package delivers different parts through the whole machine. So we have our hold-down clamp package on the feeder. We have additional blow bar between the units, all the printing units. Then we separated the drying from the delivery to the drying units. And the delivery as well, we have a concept with optimized sheet travel, with additional anti-static bars and clean star slide in, and also the auto non-stop system. With this performance package, we have 25% higher productivity cost. Also, we have the higher dryer performance.
That's quite impressive, Philip. Thank you for that. Now, let's close by having a look at performance, because interesting is that the rotary die cutter has shrunk from 2 drives to 1 single drive with the same level of performance. So, Philip, why is it important to also be excellently positioned in post-press, and what are the main advantages of the XL106D rotary die cutter?
Okay, let me explain. In the past, our customers needed to die cut the products with flatbed die cutters. There was no rotary die cutter available. In 2008, we developed our rotary die cutter, the XL106DD. This was a 2-unit machine. Now we shrunk the machine from 2 units to 1 unit to make a smaller machine with less power consumption and a cheaper price. The benefit is now we have the triple of productivity compared to a flatbed die cutter, so you can handle the material from 1 printing machine with 1 rotary die cutter. And if you like, on top you can also add a polar device for smaller labels and squared. With the rotary die cutter you can handle all kind of shapes. You can nest the material, so nest the labels onto the material to save the material. And yeah, that's the big advantage there.
Thank you so much for all of this insight.